Hey, welcome back to Ninja Warrior Fam, where we share adventures and advice from our obstacle racing life. My name is John, and today I'm going to talk to you about the rope climb. We talked to some people about what they want to see in a rope climb tutorial. There's a million videos out there already discussing different techniques, different ways that people do the rope climb. I wanted to make this a little different. I wanted to make it a little more realistic. So I've actually already run a little over a half mile of an obstacle course out here at Power Park Fitness, and I've done some walls. I've done some hand work. Obviously I'm sweating profusely right now. My shoes are muddy. So this is going to be as realistic as possible. In addition to that, it actually rained for about 2.5 hours this morning, so this rope is actually holding a lot of water right now. Like it's damp as I touch it. So that's fantastic. That's going to make this demonstration that much more useful for you. Obviously, you want to take a minute as you approach, find a rope that is minimally muddy, minimally wet. If you can, scrape your hands off, scrape your shoes off using the dirt, fencing, whatever you have around you. The other thing you want to do is make sure that you get a good jump up. You want to get as high on that rope as you can. That's going to help you get both above the mud, and also it's going to save you time climbing the rope. Give you as few pulls as possible. And one of the last things you want to do, if you're in an open wave, if you can accept help from other racers, it's actually super helpful to have somebody give you a boost up. Alright, that's going to let you get an extra couple of feet, help you get over the mud, get to the top of that rope that much faster. Alright, now let's talk about actual rope climbing technique. Okay, so the first foot lock that I want to show you on this rope is called an S-wrap. This is going to be the safest, the most stable, the most secure choice that you can make during an obstacle race. It is also the slowest because you're going to have to spend a lot more time on the rope. You have to kind of shake the rope out sometimes, especially if it's muddy. It might stick to your leg. The other thing is, if you're going to use the S-wrap, you probably don't want to be going sockless. You probably want to have something covering your calves because the rope is going to be wrapped around your leg. And trust me, you're going to get some rope burn if you're not protected. So let's take a look at it.
Always remember to jump into the climb. You're going to hear me repeat that a lot. Now notice with the S-wrap that you start with one leg straddling each side of the rope. As you continue, you're going to wrap one of your legs around the rope from outside to in. Once begun, this wrapping motion should be continuous until finally you hook the rope with your foot. Once you have it successfully hooked, you'll trap it with the other foot, and now you're locked in. There's a lot going on in the S-wrap, so let's take a look at it from another angle. Again, jump into the climb with one leg on either side of the rope. Wrap one of your legs around the rope. I prefer my left leg, but you can experiment with both. Continue the wrap until you've hooked the rope with your foot, and then trap it with the other foot to complete the S-wrap and lock yourself in.
Okay, so now that you've seen what the S-wrap looks like when we're just kind of setting it up, let's take a look at what it looks like as we go up the rope. So again, you want to get some height, wrap it, trap it. Pull up. Might have to shake that leg out just a little bit to get the rope loose enough to go up a little higher. And there we go. Now we'll come back down. That's what I'm talking about there. That's what I'm talking about there. You see, you have to shake the leg out in order to get the rope to come loose. That's one of the downsides of the S-wrap. One of the things that does slow you down, but it also means you're super secure. You're not coming off that rope. Okay, so another popular technique that people use to lock their feet in and help make the rope climb faster, safer, more secure on the obstacle course is called a J-hook. This is one of my personal favorites. There are actually two styles. So we're going to talk first about the fast J-hook.
So we're still jumping into the climb, but notice that both legs start on the same side of the rope with the fast J-hook. As we proceed, I cross my feet over and catch the rope underneath the foot closest to the rope, hooking it up with the foot further away from the rope. This allows me to create that J shape, create the traction beneath my foot, and lock in for the climb. The fast J-hook takes a lot of practice before it starts to feel natural, so let's take another look. As you get better at the J-hook, you may start crossing your feet over during the jump. This will allow you to hook the rope more quickly and then proceed into the rest of the climb with no hesitation. Another difference that you'll notice from the S-Wrap is that I can move freely both up and down the rope with no shaking out. This is because my feet are loose and my leg is not trapped inside the rope.
So again, much faster than the S-Wrap, also less secure. So that's kind of going to be your yin and yang, the two opposites. Now let's talk about a middle path. Alright, so let's take a look at what the slow J hook looks like. This is a hybrid between the S-Wrap and the fast J hook. So it's going to give you a little bit of the best of both worlds. More friction and therefore more security than the J hook, but a lot more speed than the S-Wrap, which is really going to slow you down.
As always, aim to start high on the rope. The slow J hook starts with one leg on either side of the rope, like the S-Wrap. But then, after you partially wrap, you proceed as if you were doing a standard J hook, catching the rope underneath the foot closer to the rope, in this case the wrapped leg, and then hooking the rope up with the foot further away from the leg, the only other foot you have. From here, you can proceed up the rope as if you were doing a standard J hook. If you've been practicing the J hook, this should feel very familiar, but a little bit more secure. Now that you have the basics, let's take a second look as I go all the way up and down the rope. One of the things that you should notice as you watch the slow J hook in action is that it looks almost exactly like the fast J hook. Notice the foot crossing over, and then watch as I hook it exactly the same. The only difference is that the rope is wrapped around the back of my leg instead of being all to the outside. This gives me some enhanced friction but doesn't catch like the S-Wrap does.
And we'll come right back down. You can see you can slide down, stop where you want to, lock it in, slide down, and we're done. So that's going to make this a lot easier. Hope that helps. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.